No way, Run DMC.
What do these taste like?
Guys, you could not ask for a more beautiful day than today. It is gorgeous. It's about 55 degrees out. The sun is out. Just feels good. You know, I'm really disappointed that we have not been able to see snow. Here in Texas, we haven't got any snow. I know all the people up north are probably bitching and moaning because they got way too much snow. But I would love to see snow this season. I don't know if we'll get around to that. We might have to go up a little bit north to maybe get some flurries. But we're not going to worry about that. Today, we are going to Cisco, Texas. So let's go! Guys, I had to stop here and check this out. This is Putnam, Texas. It's a desolate little town. There's nothing going on here. I think there's only that one store there that's open. Everything else is closed. But let's just take a little walk through and check it out. Man, oh man, check that out. This might have been a convenience store or maybe even a grocery store. Some of the stuff is still left over, pretty much ransacked. This is probably the only store that might be open. It's crazy how these little towns still exist. And there is nothing down here. All the businesses are closed. It's right next to the highway. This is Highway 20. Got the post office. How awesome is that? It is so sad to see these little towns in such disrepair. This is history, guys. This town at one point might have been thriving, and now look at it. This here is in front of this travel plaza. I love seeing these old fire engines. And this one is an old one. Check out the inside. Man, this is all original. Check out the hookup on this thing. This is where they attached all the hoses.
Look at these pair of balls.
All right, let's keep rolling.
When we were younger, we used to sit on the grass among the flowers. We just let the days pass by. People would tell us to get a grip of ourselves and get a job. We didn't care what we were told, 'cause when we were younger, we used to sit on the grass and go, damn, I don't wanna grow old. I wish I could turn back time.
Man, that was loud. There is nothing like one of these with some Louisiana hot sauce. It is so good. That'll open up your nostrils. All right. Welcome to Cisco, Texas. Well, 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 guys. Look what we got here. Another rail cart. What a surprise. That building there looks like it's seen better days. The town of Cisco traces its history back to 1878 or 1879, when Reverend C.G. Stevens arrived in the area. He established a post office and a church and called it the Frontier Settlement, Red Gap. Conrad Hilton started the Hilton hotel chain with a single hotel bought in Cisco. Hilton came to Cisco to buy a bank, but the bank cost too much, so he purchased the Mobley Hotel in 1919 for $40,000. The hotel is now a local museum and a community center. All right, let's go take a look inside. As you enter the Mobley Hotel building, it has an upstairs and a downstairs. There isn't much memorabilia on the first level. It has some furniture, brochures, a few statues, and some pictures. The first level has a spacious hall room used for meetings, gatherings, and special events. And this is the man himself, huh?
Yeah.
I think this is a really good portrait of Mr. Hilton. Upstairs, they have plenty of picture memorabilia, as well as a veterans room filled with war artifacts. Wow, you got a big setup up here.
This in here is just old stuff on display. You don't have anything to do with the Hilton stuff.
Oh.
It's working.
Oh, my wife would love that.
That's the price on it.
How much is it?
$27.45.
That's not too bad. Oh, $27.45 at the time. Wow. $27.45 for this organ. What would it cost now? Here's a picture when Cisco was a bustling downtown. This is pretty cool. A soldier brought back currency from Iraq with Saddam Hussein's picture on it. Here's a portrait of Conrad Hilton's parents, Augustus and Mary Hilton. There were only 2 rooms left in the building, replicating what the rooms looked like back then. This was the only means to catch a fresh breeze, as the hotel had no air conditioning during that time. Conrad Hilton was on the cover of Time magazine. He was somewhat of a humanitarian. He helped other countries build and develop resources. It was interesting to see that his son Nick was married to Elizabeth Taylor. The marriage only lasted a year. The town of Cisco is also known for the Santa Claus bank robbery. In 1927, a man by the name of Marshall Ratliff, dressed up as Santa Claus, and along with 2 ex-cons, held up the First National Bank of Cisco. It invoked the largest manhunt ever in the state of Texas. I weighed myself on this scale on my way out. I shouldn't have. I'm 16 pounds overweight. Ugh. This was definitely a nice trip down memory lane. Conrad Hilton was an inspirational man to many. To accomplish big things, I am convinced you must first dream big dreams. I kind of feel they should have left this as a hotel. I would have definitely stayed here. Let's get it. This building here, you can definitely tell it's been remodeled. It did a really nice job. My understanding is that it's low-income housing, so it's subsidized by the state. If you're making way too much money, you're definitely not going to be able to rent here. Let's see if we can check it out.
We made it inside.
That was pretty cool. There was nobody in there, so I was able to video.
From the looks of it, it might have been a hotel before.
All these downtowns look the same pretty much. Either they just have one strip or they actually have a square. I think that's a cool name for a high school football team. The Cisco Lobos. Bienvenidos, Iglesia Bautista Unidos por Cristo. It's interesting that they have a winery here. Look at this building, it's all gutted out. Walton Electric Company. That is such a cool building. You can see it still has the fire escape on the side. All right, let's keep rolling. Check out the mural on the side of this building. Oh, I like that. That's a tailgate of a GMC truck. Guys, these streets are still made of bricks. That is so cool. Cisco, Texas. They did a really good job in making these into storage units. This setting right here would be so cool for a photo shoot. Billy's Restaurant. They serve barbecue, chicken fried steak, and hamburgers. Wow, they got a lot of places here to eat. Might have to come back here. Muddy Mike's Bar and Grill. Many times I miss a lot of things because I don't take all the side streets. But I always love seeing this, the flag of Texas. This is the First Baptist Church. Man, that is huge. Wow, this dates back to 1878. It says in 1893, a deadly tornado totally destroyed the building. A new structure completed the following year burned in 1924. Man, they had some bad luck. Some people in this world have good luck, and some have really bad luck. That's just the way it is. The old Chevy. That dog, I went by that dog and it started barking at me. And it scared the shit out of me.
That is the Red Gap Brewery. Let's go check it out.
Do you have chicken?
It's okay.
Okay. Nah, just give me the shredded beef. Yeah. Well, we're definitely going to test out the wireless mic here because it's a little loud. Wow, I didn't know there was that many tacos in here. This was $10. Here in Texas, they make the best street tacos. I hope that's not too hot. All right, let's try it out. This is the shredded beef tacos. Really good. Got cilantro, onions. With the sauce on top, it tastes really good. Gina makes these at home. And man, hers are to die for. That was really good. The shredded beef just needed a little bit more seasoning, but overall, it was great. Look at this old sign. You definitely don't see signs like that anymore. I just can't get over the fire escape to this building. I think this is the old fire department. Hey, kitty. He's just sunbathing. I am fixated on this fire escape. No matter which town you go to, there's always a Coca-Cola sign.
This looks like it could have been a school at one time. Man, I would love to live in a building like that and just renovate it.
Look at the overhang on this building. It is so old. You've got the police department, the courthouse, and city hall all in one place.
Guys, I just can't help myself. Every time I see a building like this, I just want to go inside and see the shell of what this building once was. Wow, check out the inside. From what I can gather, it looks to be like an old lumber yard.
All right, guys, there you have it. Cisco, Texas. The sun is just about to go down. Guys, I always talk about how big these windmills are here in Texas, and you don't really know the magnitude of it until you're standing right next to one. But check out the blade of one of these windmills.
Look at the size and the length of this blade. That is just one blade, guys. Incredible.
Now that is a beautiful sunset.
So guys, before I end this video, I forgot to mention last week also what I did on the outside to connect to Starlink. I went ahead and added 2 outlets. This one is a shore power, and that is mainly for Starlink right now, but I can also use it in the future in case we don't have 30 amp or 50 amp hookup. I can just plug in and we'll have some electricity. And this is a connection that connects right into the router, and all you got to do is just plug it in and it's connected. And that was not an easy task to do. I had to cut the cables to Starlink, and they say you shouldn't do that because if you have any issues down the road, Starlink is not going to give you support since you modified it. But I saw this guy on YouTube do it, so I went ahead and did it. I had to buy Ethernet Cat 5 adapters to attach to the end of the cables. So I went ahead and did that. I plugged it in, and it's been working fine. So I'm still having issues with the wireless mic. Guys, I cannot tell you how much money I have spent on equipment since I started making videos. You still there? So I'll let you know on the next video as to what I am looking at to try to solve this mic issue. So guys, I've got a story to tell you. About a week and a half ago, I got a urinary tract infection, a UTI. This is not uncommon for me. I get this just about every other year because I just don't drink enough water. And this time around, I felt like I was at the tail end of it and it was going away, but it just wasn't. And I needed to go to the doctor and get it checked out. I hate going to the doctors. I just didn't want to go. Gina kept saying, go to the doctor, go to the doctor. They're just going to have you piss in a bottle and they'll give you some medication. So, okay, I gave in. We decided to go on a Saturday morning. We went to the clinic. I get there. The young girl takes me into the room. And she's asking me, why am I there? And I said, well, I feel like I got a urinary tract infection and it's not going away. And the only thing that I'm feeling is, an itchiness at the tip of my junk. So she says, okay, let me take your vitals. I'll take your blood pressure and we'll have you piss in a bottle and we'll check it out that way. So she leaves and this other lady comes in, which is an older lady, and she's the doctor. I think she's either German or something because she had an accent. And she says, do you think you have STD? And I said, no, I don't have STD. Well, do you have any bumps or any flaking? And I was like, no, I don't have that. So at that point, it was already getting awkward, but she says, all right, well, we're going to have to take a look at it.
And I was like, so now I have two choices. Do I crumble or do I just cowboy up and just take it like a porn star, right? So I decided I was just gonna go ahead and do that. So I get up and I start unbuckling. Now, if I would have known I had to do this, I would at least dress them up in a tuxedo. So I pull it out and it looks like I just got out of the pool. So at this point, it was fucking embarrassing, but I'm just handling it very well. And she looks over and she looks at it and she says, yeah, I can see what you're talking about. We'll go ahead and write you out a prescription and that should take care of it. And I was like, man, I hate being in that situation. But she gave me the prescription. I was done and over with. I pulled up my pants and I was out of there. I can only imagine what they're saying when I left. All right, I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you liked it. Hopefully that story wasn't too much for you. I just thought it was funny and I was just trying to keep it real. Guys, you know the drill. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell. You'll be notified when we post future videos. Also, if you have a comment or you have a question, leave a comment. I'll be glad to answer it for you. Guys, thank you so much. I'll see you on the next video.
Oh.